Can Tide Hygienic remove bacteria from cleaning cloths? I tested it. Let's find out. This video is a viewer request. I've had requests from Crybaby Bunny, Ingrid, and Zaragoza, who mailed me a bunch of those detergents to do the stain testing on. So in order to test how well Tide Hygienic Clean removes bacteria from my cleaning cloths, the first thing I'll do is get my white cleaning cloths, mark them, and then get bacteria on them. I'll do that by rubbing various areas around my home, like the kitchen sink, the bathroom sink, and the toilet rim. Then what I'm going to do is take a Petri dish just like this guy here and label them A, B, and C. Then I'm going to take a sterile swab and I'm going to swab the cleaning cloths. And I'm going to place that sample in the section labeled B for before. Then I'm going to wash the cleaning cloths in my wash machine using the towel setting. When they come out of the wash machine, I will swab them again and place that sample in the section labeled A for after. So we'll be able to see how much bacteria is on the cleaning cloth before and after being washed with the Tide Hygienic. I'm then going to put the cloths in my dryer. I'm going to dry them on high heat for 1 hour. When they come out, I'll get a new Petri dish and I'll swab again so we can see if there's any remaining bacteria. Let's just read the packaging though, because I'm actually curious to see if they actually make any claims to be able to remove bacteria. So on the front here it says Tide Hygienic Clean, removes visible and invisible dirt. Then on your back it just gives the warnings, that it's concentrated, don't put it in your mouth. I actually don't see anywhere on here that it makes any claims to be able to remove bacteria. But my viewers have asked me to test this, so that's what we'll do. I do have a handful of videos where I have already tested bacteria removal on cleaning cloths using various methods. So I can put a link in the description to all the videos that I have, or you can just go to my laundry playlist and you'll find them there. I've tested You might really want to check out the one where I do the bleach and the water test, because those are basically good control tests, right? So you can see how much bacteria is removed just from washing with only water, and also how much bacteria is removed when we use bleach. So let's see how well Tide Hygienic Clean removes bacteria from cleaning cloths. Now for some results. The cloth that wiped the kitchen sink. In the before section we can see a lot of bacteria, and in the after section we still see an awful lot of bacteria. Maybe there's a tiny decrease, but not much at all. The cloth that wiped the bathroom sink. In the before section we can see a lot of bacteria, and in the after section we can see a visible decrease in bacteria. The cloth that wiped the toilet rim. In the before section we can see a lot of bacteria, and in the after section we can see a visible decrease in bacteria. After coming out of the dryer, all three cloths did have some bacteria still on them. So overall, the Tide Hygienic doesn't remove bacteria from cleaning cloths. If you want a comparison what other laundry detergents can do, I do have a huge laundry playlist. I've tested Lysol Laundry Sanitizer, Just Water, Bleach, so you can see where Tide Hygienic ranks there. Honestly, I'll give you a little spoiler, it did a little bit better than just plain water. Now as for the scent of this product, this is a heavily perfumed scented product. It is very, very strong. You can smell the scent of this product even when it's not even open. It is a very heavy perfumed scent. So if you're someone who does not like scents or perfumes in your products, do not purchase this product. It is pervasive. So I was trying to figure out what makes the Tide Hygienic product different from regular Tide pods. I did go online and look at all of their ingredients. They do have different cleaning agents. One thing that stood out to me is that the Tide Hygienic does not have optical brighteners, and the regular Tide pods do. And this seems to have different surfactants and different cleaners. So they do have completely different formulas. And these Tide Hygienic pods are really big compared to regular Tide pods. Let me show you a picture here. So there's a regular Tide pod and the Tide Hygienic pod. I put a chapstick in there so you can kind of get the size difference there. They're huge and they make a lot of soapy bubbles. So when I was washing these cloths, and when I was looking at the wash as it hit the spin cycle, there still was a lot of soap and suds in my wash machine. So I did have it do an extra rinse. It was just too soapy in my washing machine to let it just stop there. So it's something to be mindful of. If you're doing a very small load of laundry, now this is just 3 cleaning cloths, so my HE machine obviously didn't fill very high, you're really going to want to do an extra rinse. I was curious to see if it would remove dirt really well. And my husband had a pair of Carhartt pants that were completely encased in grease and dirt, and 2 flannel shirts also. They were filthy, and I forgot to take a before picture of them. Just trust me when I say it was just like black gook all up the arm. He was working on a friend's car, so he had a lot of just dirt, rust, all that grease all over him and covered in oil. It was a disaster. So I did wash those with one Tide Hygienic pod, and I was extremely impressed with how well it removed the grease and grime. I do want to make a separate video sometime of various laundry detergents testing grease and grime removal of like his dirty work clothing, and I would do this one again. But he has a huge complaint, and that was the scent. This scent lingers so long. I know I said it already, it is pervasive. It is so strong. I ended up with his clothing, I did a deep rinse. I did an extra rinse. And then when they came out of the laundry, I smelled them and they was so heavily perfumed that I ran them through the wash machine again with no laundry detergent just to see if I could try to rinse out some more of that smell. And it really didn't work. He put on his clothing, he's like, oh my goodness, this smells. I mean, it was just his clothing now just smell. Now, some people really enjoy the smell of Tide. And if you're one of those people, this is a great product for you. If you love that scent and you really like it when your clothing and your sheets and your towels maintain and remain scented after being washed, this is a fantastic product for you. If you're someone like my family, we don't like our clothing to be scented at all with laundry detergent smell, this probably really isn't the product for you. But it does remove dirt really well. So I've used 2 of these, so now I have 55 extra large pods. I'll probably use them once in a while for extremely dirty or heavily soiled items, but I have a funny feeling this one's gonna last me a very long time. Local friends, if anyone wants to take a few of these from me to try out, let me know and I'll give them to you next time I see you. One thing I did find slightly misleading is that it does say removes visible and invisible dirt, and on their website it says, I think, removes dirt at a microscopic level. I asked a couple of friends what they thought that meant, and they said they thought it meant that it removes bacteria. It removes microscopic invisible dirt. They translated that into bacteria, but that is not the case. It literally just means dirt and grime. Things that is not visible to the eye, maybe sweat. It does not mean it removes bacteria, and that's okay because it makes 0 claims on here that it can remove bacteria. So if there is a product that you would like me to test, do me a favor, put it in the comments section and I will add it to my viewer suggestion list. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, have yourselves a great day.